Welcome back, everybody, to round 3 of Modern here. We got some Ponza versus Taxes for you.
Oh, that's interesting, right?
Yeah, I mean, these are a couple
Ponza's
Modern decks that
you
do
see
some
every
things.
day, always. Yeah. Ponza shows up every now and then, and Taxes always comes up and bites you in the butt when you don't expect it, right?
Yeah, so Ponza likes to use things like Stone Rain, Molten Rain, and Blood Rune to make it so your opponent can't cast their spells. And Taxes tries to do the same thing with
White creatures.
Leon and Arbiter
And
and
Ghost Quarters.
Thalia.
And Thalia. Yeah. Yeah. One of these things I can get behind, and it's not the Blood Moon one. Unless we're in Legacy, and then it's definitely the Blood Moon one.
Well, out of the Blood Moon deck, Ponza, Anger the God seems pretty good. And Inferno Titan if that ever resolves.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. All right.
Pretty sure Inferno Titan's pretty good against anything if it resolves, though.
6 mana, 6/6 that deals 3 damage like always. Yeah. Look, it's a. What do we do? What are we gonna do? White border basics. Oh my God, we gotta get these people out of here and teach them something in life. What's the green for in Taxes? I believe he's actually playing Collected Company, and I think he's playing Abzan, or it might just be green white. But I'm not sure.
Taxes gives you mana dorks at least. It gives you things like Noble Hierarch.
Nobles and Company. Collected Company, Tireless Tracker, Noble Hierarch.
Probably also has Shalai, so you can get the Shalai activations
Oh,
out of
God.
it.
White border bird? Oh my God.
Everything that
I'm
can
gonna
be
die.
white-bordered is white-bordered.
Why don't you white border the Windswept East already? I might have a heart attack. Nice pretty new Temple Garden. That's even better than white borders. Fight me. White border. Bottom of the line there.
If they're matching, I'll be less mad. My least favorite is mismatched white border basics. Or like a couple white bordered in with some black bordered. Then they just stand
They
out.
match? Oh, God. At least do it right. Just put one white border
You say
in the
Justin
deck.
is making you sick. Are we talking about the Justin that's playing with white bordered or the Justin that hates white bordered? Because they're both Justin.
It's my favorite mountain art as well. It's white border. How could it be your favorite?
I mean, that forest art is one of my favorite forest arts. Christopher Rush draws a mean forest, but the beta one is much better. You know, since it's black bordered at all.
Man, lands make for the best tilt. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. White border island in the Tron deck. Perfect. Oh, jeez. 15 ties is just getting us. Just getting us. What? God. Could you imagine? Get some white border Tarmogoyf, Snapcasters.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with
That's a thing that you might consider.
it. And, you know, it would make the full arts even more special. 'Cause they
Ooh, this
wouldn't
is
be
bold.
white-bordered.
The deck with turn 2 Thalia, but only 1 land.
Yeah.
Not playing humans. I guess technically you wouldn't really know that. Oh, he got
Gosh.
Molten Rain. That's what it was.
This Inferno Titan's going to be really good when it resolves.
It might not resolve.
Yeah. He's only 2 mana off.
Only 2. Not that bad. Not that many playable blue cards. I got a Taxian Probe. Go in any deck.
So here's a Blade Spicer.
My blinged out Affinity is white border. So you're telling me you have a foil Affinity deck that is white border? Don't even tell me. Like, I'm going to have a heart attack when it's Masterpiece and white bordered. I might just die. Right here on camera.
When
Jeez.
Caleb Durward has white-bordered a set of Guru basic lands.
Just for the tilt factor?
I wish I was brave enough to do that.
I don't know. I like getting my money back out of this. All that matters is that you were playing the best deck in Legacy. You ever have someone concede when you cast a white border Masterpiece? No, but I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
Or call a judge for a sanity check.
White border Jace? Nope, never seen that.
Judge, yeah, I just want to know if my opponent's okay.
Is he even playing with real cards? Is this even a thing that exists? Alright, I'm gonna see a Leonin Harbiter and Ghost Quarter the stomping ground here. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Be a good time. Probably gonna see some Flicker Wisp days though. Robert, your cards are already destroyed. You might as well. Alright, untap. We're gonna
Draw land and cast Inferno Titan.
pay 2 life, go to 7, destroy your 3 1 toughness creatures.
And win the game.
Funny how this is an interesting game here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about how a little uninteractive this one is. I was expecting Justin to not be playing Ponza today. Legacy lands and all the cards are miscut. I'm actually okay with miscuts. Miscuts are fine. You know, they're at least something cool. You know, something unique. But like white border, no. That's just like a mistake that should never have happened. Your Adnaz deck, yeah, that sure. Miscuts are cool. White border. How do we even get down this line?
Well, he had a white border basic land and a white border Bird's Paradise.
Great.
And then you just went off the deep end.
Yeah.
Alright, so Phil kind of needs a Path to Exile right here, or he's going to lose. And he doesn't have Path to Exile, so I don't know why he is not conceded yet.
It's fine. You never know. Maybe he won't see it when he attacks here.
Is that a Stormbreath Dragon? Follow it up. Oh, baby. I need more Stormbreath in my life. Man, I really hope we get to see a monstrous Stormbreath Dragon next turn. Oh, that's lame. Come on, what are you doing?
Why do you pay 5 mana for it?
There's a Thalia.
That's dumb. Plus,
He's gonna
Slam
kill a
Stormbreath.
guy.
Kill Thalia.
Kill one golem and kill the other one when you attack.
Yep. Technical plays. Whatever. All my white cards suck so far.
All my cards suck so far.
Yeah, that's typically what happens when you Chaos Sealed. He's like, well, I'll find 1 or 2 good cards to hide behind. Alright, well, it seemed like a pretty easy one. Inferno Titan doesn't seem very good for the X1 deck to beat.
For sure.
What is Phil going to bring in? You think he's got any, like, Honor of the Pure, any, like, kind of 2-mana anthems that he could bring in and help him out? Or he's just trimming on the X1s?
I don't even think you're trying to do that. Like, I feel like you're just going to try to hope that Inferno Titan doesn't resolve. Maybe hope to be able to stumble them on mana a little bit. Like, Inferno Titan's definitely just the best card they have against you.
So not only are they alpha, so they're already different. They're white border alpha. Stormbreath can't be pathed. Stormbreath cannot be pathed. That is a problem for the white decks, you know.
Yeah.
5 mana.
If Phil has Shalai, Voice of Plenty, that seems pretty good against Inferno Titan. Makes it so it has to hit Shalai and doesn't even kill it.
Yeah. Seems good. Benalish Marshal to hit off company. I like it.
At that point, might as well also be playing some Steel Leaf Champions.
Steel Leaf. What?
I mean, if we got some Benalish Marshal. All the
you want to play the triple green and triple white card in the same deck?
Yeah, man, you don't cast them, you just collect your company into
Can
them.
we at least get a Wiltleaf Legion here?
That'd be good.
White border your Black Lotus. Wait, that can already exist. In fact, it already does exist.
Get a white bordered Black Lotus, Sharpie it in to be black bordered, and then get rid of the Sharpie to make it white bordered again.
Oh, I don't even know where we're going anymore. I don't even know what life I...
Alright, well, hopefully Phil can turn it around for game 2.
I think he'll be able to do it. I think, was Phil on the play the last one?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, he was?
I think so. Could be wrong on that.
I don't know. Like both decks are like the you know, the Noble Hierarch deck or whatever, the Birds of Paradise deck.
The one
Whoever
where you
goes on
wanna
the
be able to
play is
play.
going to be way far ahead.
Mhm.
Isn't that a White Lotus? Oh, Jesus. Absolutely is a
So does
White
that
Lotus.
mean you can play 4 Black Lotus and 4 White Lotus?
Notch, the giveaway that we're doing is going to be a lovely Lord Windgrace Commander deck. That'll be out, we'll be giving that out next week. And how many points do you have to do to enter? I can't remember.
It's 25 points per entry.
25 points per entry? Entry?
Yeah, so if you do exclamation point entry, it'll enter into it, and if you have any points, it'll just take it off that. And then if you do a number after it, like Ty's just did here, then it will give you that many entries.
There you go. You have to, it's giveaways instead of giveaway.
Yeah, it just means there's an S at the end.
Yeah. Not very good, not very thematic with the song. How many tickets do I have? Explanation point points. Should figure it out how many points you got. Revised Russian Forest. Revised Russian Forest. Alright, Streamrunner, you're going to have to show me this forest. Revised Russian Forest. Is it black border at least? I hope so. Has 1,075 points. Ah, jeez.
That's a lot of points.
You're only 59th? That's impressive. 9 creature Thalia and Leon and Arbiter. No, there's still Thalia in his deck. But he does have Collected Company, so that's
Yeah.
like the biggest nombo I'm thinking of with the green-white deck.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it seems fine. Like, I haven't seen him cast anything that's too atrocious or anything like that.
So I think you guys are talking about the forest that's misprinted to look like a plains. There is a German one. It's a German revised forest that has the art of a plains and is white around it to look like a plains, but it still says forest and still taps are green. I was actually lucky enough to find one of those.
The blacked out card in Justin's hand. Probably a Huntmaster, if I had to guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Probably the flip card for a Huntmaster. Non-Lieutenant Thalia, so non-3 mana Thalia or non-2 mana Thalia. I don't remember which Thalia is which.
Yeah, that's the forest I was talking about.
Thalia's Lieutenant is the 2 mana one, so
Are you talking about Thalia, Guardian of Thraben versus Heretic Cathar?
Valid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thalia, Guardian of Thraben's a 2 mana one. Heretic Cathar is the 3 mana one.
Okay, yeah, he's got the 2 mana 2/1 that still have no tracking number for your true name nemesis. Hello? Lol. Lol. So many people asking for true name nemesis today. More birds. Ah, I love these starts. Look how many birds we got.
Yeah, unfortunately, Xnoc, we do not know anything about that, but we will make sure that the person in charge of that does know that you were saying something about that. I'll make sure to talk to him and make sure that it gets figured out for you.
So, Bofa Baekwe, the Taxus decks are just decks that tend to slowly eke out an advantage. They're kind of... They're like the fairest you could possibly be getting in Modern.
Yeah, they play a lot of creatures. Their way to actually tax your opponent is through Thalia, the one that you see on the battlefield now that makes non-creatures cost 1 more. It also plays Leon and Arbiter, which is a 2 mana 2/2 that says players cannot search their library, but they can pay 2 mana to negate this effect. So if you play Leon and Arbiter and then use Ghost Quarter to destroy one of your basic lands, if they don't have the 2 mana untapped, then you just destroy their land and they don't get anything out of it.
Yeah. Yep. So he's just passing turn here, which is interesting since he can't cast the Collected Company in his hand. So maybe he's got a...
Or maybe we'll just cast an Inferno Titan here and the game will be over.
Sounds right. Sounds right. Well, he could float the mana and then Collected Company.
Yeah.
So that's not that wouldn't actually be that bad then. I agree, Knock. The Ponza is a pretty okay deck.
It plays a lot of very powerful cards. Like,
As long as you get to cast them.
yeah. It's just hoping to survive. And that's what destroying your opponent's land does, is hopefully it lets you survive.
Yep. I want to go back to the days of Moonwolvie Acid, Moss.
Oh, yeah. That card was a lot of fun. Remember when that card was like $15?
Oh, it's in the list. We're in Inferno Titan here.
Yep. Just,
Phil's going to think to himself, I'm going to cry. Yeah, cry. I'm going to float a mana. That's what we have to do to think about surviving. Right. End of this phase.
Yeah,
Cast
Ponza
Collector
doesn't
Company.
typically have too many fetch lands. You do see that there are 2 in his graveyard, so they do definitely still play some. But they're not really doing any searching other than that. A lot of times there's other things like Scape Shift where they're trying to search the library for even more lands, and Leon and Arbiter helps a lot against that. But for the most part, it's just messing with fetch lands and then Ghost Quarter.
Mm-hmm.
No, this collected company doesn't look like it's the best.
Ooh, the Pains of Collected Company. Alright, well, I mean, you still got 2 creatures out of it, right?
Technically.
1.5 creatures.
Yeah. Hopefully he has another land here, because I see another collected company in his hand. Oh no,
No,
that's a noble
noble.
hierarch,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
so he gets to play... I think he just...
Is dead. Because I think he's just dead.
I mean... When you want to put it that way...
Yeah,
So
he
sad.
needs to very quickly draw a path to exile for this Inferno Titan.
Golem. Maybe he'll forget to kill both the Blade Splicers.
Maybe.
Mismatching foils. For the Blade Splicers.
Yeah.
Rip
Yeah, I
Phil.
think here we're going to see an Anger the Gods, and then Inferno Titans go upstairs. It does kill 3 of your mana dorks, so maybe that's not the best. It's either that or you cast, like, Bloodbraid Elf.
I tend to agree, Buffet. I don't think Collected Company is exactly where the Taxes Dex wants to be.
Yeah, it's always awkward to play both Thalia and Collected Company.
Yeah, it's like there's no real point in playing the Noble Hierarch if you're going to tax yourself into making it a 5-mana spell, or a 4-mana spell again.
Get him.
Attack. What's he
So
doing?
we're probably going to see a
Killing
double
these?
block to kill this Inferno Titan.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
got to, right?
Yeah, he doesn't really have much of a
If
choice.
Justin's got the Lightning Bolt. Yeah, I don't really like that play from Justin.
Yeah, I think
He's
he
still
should've killed
far
the Titan.
ahead, but like Inferno Titans just lights out for the Taxes deck for the most part.
for sure.
So we're just gonna Hunt Master here. So we're gonna play Hunt Master. Gain some life. Get a wolf. Phil's
Well-
still far behind on board.
This game has definitely gotten winnable for Paul, or Phil, sorry.
Phil, yep. It would have to consist of a Collected Company, though. Oh, there's Leon and Arbiter.
A little late.
A little late, yep. Noble,
And
and
probably
then
the
Arbiter. It's a pretty altar.
Yeah. He's got all of his Arbiters altered from what I remember.
Yep. Well, and Justin's just drawing gas, too. Pay 3 mana, uptick Chandra. He's got enough to play Chandra and Bloodbraid, right? I guess he doesn't want to do that this turn.
He would have to use the Chandra for mana unless he hasn't played a land drop yet. He's just wanting to flip his Hunt Master.
I mean, makes sense.
Oh, he drew a Collecting Company, so that's pretty good.
That's exactly what he's needing to see here. Does he have altered restos? I don't actually remember seeing the restos altered.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So, alright, we're going to pass back.
And then now we're going to see him cast more than one spell here, so he can flip the Hunt Master back again.
Yep.
Even just Bloodbraid Elf will accomplish that by itself.
True story. I'm pretty sure we're going to Stone Rain the Plains. Or the Forest. No, Plains. It's mostly a white Taxes deck.
He's just going to start with Bloodbraid.
Yep.
Oh wow, he's going to get to double Molten Rain? Or
Double.
Molten Rain, then Stone Rain?
Yep. So, there goes the Forest.
Yeah, he's not going to lose the 2 light. Well, no, he can't even use it in response if he wants to collect a company. So, yeah, he's just going to have taken 2.
There's a Brimmass,
Yeah.
at the very least. I think that's a Planeswalker.
Gosh, his
Elspeth.
collecting company has not been very good.
Yeah. Once again, it's still like 2 creatures, right? Alright.
Now we're going to Stone Rain him, and then he's just not going to be able to play the game anymore.
And then... No, just no Stone Rain.
Hmm.
Bold. Bold. What we got in hand over there? Aether Vial. We drew a Temple Garden, so that's pretty good. It's very helpful. And a Flicker Wisp. Unfortunately, none of those things really do anything. You gotta get the Vial down to start being able to play that Flicker Wisp instant speed. You definitely have to cast something this turn. That's pretty good. Kills a token. Play a land tapped. I kind of want to see an attack there. I guess he blocks with Bloodbraid Elf and Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
That's not very good. No, the wolf was exiled, right? No. Right, it flipped back.
Yeah, he had 2 wolves.
I was thinking there's only one.
He just had it off to the side.
Here's a Chandra. That's a dead Brimaz. Now we cast Anger.
Yep. Get him.
Just wanting to see. So far ahead, you might as well wipe his board. Alright. Attacking down to 2. Untap. Leonin Arbiter. Well, just do you play out your hand, or you just play one thing?
Yeah, you have to play at least a spell so that the Huntmaster doesn't flip.
Yeah, I think you just play the Vial this turn, to be honest. Or, I mean, the creature, not the Vial. Keep the Vial in hand. Just as an easy spell to cast. That way you always have something for Huntmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, both. I'm just kidding. Anger's by no means good for Justin. Like, it'll wipe his opponent's board, but he's just gonna... He'd pretty much seal his own fate. I mean, I guess his top decks are better right now.
Yeah, he just has access to much more mana.
I'll say it's just part of him throwing away the game. And we're going to draw another Bloodbraid. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, so I think I'd start this turn by uptaking Chandra.
That's pretty good.
See if you can get something like an Inferno Titan.
Straight 2 damage.
Puts him to 3, and then see if this Bloodbraid Elf can find a Lightning Bolt to just finish the game.
Bloodbraid Elf into Lightning Bolt. You have...
Is he just not
You have
playing?
haste creatures?
I don't understand what he's doing. He's just wanting to flip the Huntmaster, I guess.
I mean...
Okay, so now he's just dead to the flipped Huntmaster.
Yeah.
Because he went to 1.
And we just pass and you die. That and you? Oh, right. I'm dead.
Do we have life totals wrong, potentially?
I guess we have life totals wrong. What is that? It's a Path Exile. So now Phil's at 3? Okay.
Huh.
They may have missed the Chandra damage.
Yeah, but something must have gone wrong that turn, because he did a total of 6 damage.
Yeah, I guess they just forgot to mark the Chandra damage. That's all I can think of that could happen. That could have happened. It's not looking like it's gonna matter though.
So now he's down to 1. He's going to play this Bloodbraid Elf, attack with all his creatures, and the game should be over.
Yep. All right, now we're done.
And
Okay.
that's the
Okay.
match.
Turned it around. Turned it around. Got it still. Gave him an extra turn for no reason, but that's okay.
Yeah. Well, we still have plenty of time left in the round.
Mm-hmm.
And since we're going to be doing the Seal Challenge at the end of next round, maybe we can go ahead and open those packs.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you guys want to hear Justin tell that story he missed out on last round.
Yeah.
where he
I guess
won his Multifoy.
I guess I just leave you hanging there. Yeah, so on a Multifour, I was against Jeskai. I believe all of my hands to that point either had all lands or no lands, which Sometimes all lands is fine to keep in the mirror, but I like to at least have some kind of spell to do in the early games. So I was mulliganing pretty aggressively, just anything, and I expected my opponent to play a Searcher's Canto on turn 2. I don't know why. It was just kind of, that's worst case scenario for control. Is it's very hard to beat in opposing Searcher's Canto, so you want to be able to have an answer, some kind of clock. So I was mulliganing pretty aggressively. And then the 4 I ended up keeping was 2 lands, Searcher's Canta, and Teferi, I believe. So not great, but, it'll at least do something.
Yeah, Searcher's Canta can definitely get you back into, help you fix a mulligan.
Yep. So I play my land, pass to him. He plays his land. He passes, or I won the first game, so he was on the play. So yeah, he plays his land, passes to me. I draw. I think it's like a Snapcaster or something. Okay. And then, yeah, I won the first game, so then I pass back to him. He plays a second land, fetches, shocks, and goes and plays his Search for his Canta. It's pretty worst case scenario for me. I didn't have anything to do it, and then I untap, play my second land in my own Search for his Canta. We go to my opponent's turn, and then he puts a Teferi in the graveyard and draws a card for turn and passes back. He misses land drop. And I was able, on my turn, just able to go back and continue just hitting lands for the couple of turns. He eventually did find lands, but not before I was able to hold up, get up a couple cards. He eventually tapped out for one of the lands I kept in my 4 was a Field of Ruin 2, so he couldn't flip his Search for his Canta ever. So I was pretty fortunate on that. And then eventually he got to 5 mana, played a Baneslayer Angel, and I found a Path to Exile in that time. And it was just pretty much all downhill from there. He was on the back foot the entire time. And on the back foot when your opponent was on a mull to 4 and down 3 cards on you. So that felt pretty good to win a control mirror on a mull to 4.
Yeah, pretty much the moral of that story is in the control mirror, the first one to miss their land drop typically loses.
Yeah, at least in the first 5 turns. Also, if you haven't gotten a chance to look at my article, at the very end I proposed a scenario. This was some time ago. I wanted to know, is this hand a mulligan? The hand was 1 Flooded Strand, 2 Spell Snares, Search for his Canta, Ceremonious Rejection, and Geist of St. Traft. You're playing against Mono Green Tron, and you're on the play. They've won the first game. Do you mulligan to 5, or do you keep it? For me, what I ended up doing, I guess I'll let you all talk about it, read it, all that real quick. I want to hear what you think you would have done, Kyle, and the reason behind it.
Yeah, so since I don't actually know what Justin's answer to this, my inclination would be to mulligan this hand. You have all of the cards that you want in the matchup. Ceremonious Rejection, Search for his Canta, and Geist of St. Traft are very good on so few lands, but Jeskai is the kind of deck that doesn't like to play on only 1 or 2 lands. It's the kind of deck that wants to get to the higher land count. Without knowing whether or not there's Stony Silence to mulligan to, that's also another factor you can take into this situation, but my inclination would be go to 5 here.
Okay. Thanks, Knock, for that. 9th place was pretty cool. A little better, but, it's whatever. I'm still happy with it. It was 9th out of 255, so.
Bofei Bay, the card you really want to hit with Spell Snare is Sylvan Scrying.
Yeah, if you get them to stumble on Tron and out of the Jeskai deck and basically get them to play their 7 mana spells on turn 5 or whatever, it's much better for you. And you basically get 3 interactive spells and a scry to find another land.
Yeah, so maybe just having this Ceremonious Rejection on turn 1 to be able to hit their turn 1 map, and then if they're wanting to rely on Sylvan Scrying, you also have an answer to that. So maybe you just delay them enough to where the hand is good. But yeah, it's definitely a very debatable hand.
Yep. Let's say I think what I ended up doing is that's kind of what it was. Is I was thinking that I had 3 of the cards that I wanted to see in the matchup, and I could cast them, and I wasn't sure that I could find a better 5 essentially. So I did end up keeping that hand. I don't think I got there because I found a second land off the top, but I could never find a third land for the Geist on time.
Yeah.
So that was, you know, a pretty bad beat, but I'm pretty sure that hand should be a keep. Like you found 3 interactive spells. You have 1 land to cast it and 2 payoff spells, as long as you can find 1 or 2 lands.
Yeah, so like I was saying, that's why it's definitely debatable, because you have enough to interact in the other game, but then once again, if you just don't hit lands, you're not playing the game.
It's also very hard to cast a search for Azcanta, because you have to hold open those counter spells.
Yeah,
Like essentially every single turn. You tap out for the counter spell, then they find their 3rd Tron piece, and they start casting Karns and Ugins, and you're dead at that point. Yeah, so I think that hand's a keep, but...
Well, does the deck have Stony Silence in it? Will you blink Stony Silence in your sideboard that weekend?
Probably.
Yeah.
Something I typically play.
That is one reason that I would kind of argue towards Mulligan to 5, because Stony Silence is so good against them. And even if it's just like a 4-land Stony Silence hand, like that's just fine. Like it just lets you cast your spells. And that if you did keep that 6, that is how you're losing the game. Or if you're keeping that 6, that is how you're losing. Is just not drawing lands.
Yep.
Well, all right, Knock. Have a good one.
Yeah,
it was
see ya,
nice
Knock.
chatting with you.
Yeah, and say I think I'm gonna do that every week. I'm gonna try and find or come up with a hand that seems pretty sketchy on both mulligans, both sides of the mulligans.
I mean, another one that's pretty good decision is Luis Scott Vargas's 5-card hand in the final game of Pro Tour Guilds of Ravnica. If we could have our streamrunner pull up what his exact hand was, if he's able to do
if you
that,
could find it, yeah.
I am pretty sure. I know that the hand was, it was 1 Clifftop Retreat, 1 Leonin Vanguard, a Baffling End, a Conclave Tribunal, and 1 other spell. But
so out of those 4 hands, those 4 cards, you had 2 mana removal, you had 2 mana towards your Conclave Tribunal, and I'm guessing it's another spell that was pretty high.
Yeah, it was another bigger spell. It definitely wasn't a 1 or a 2 drop.
Got it.
It'd be a lot easier if I could pull it up. Let me see if I can actually pull up what the mulligan was.
I guess while he does that, I think I'm going to open my next pack.
Yeah, sounds great.
I'm going to open my Zendikar Treasures. Hopefully I get a treasure. That'd be sweet.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. I'll say, I don't know, like, I could definitely see one way or another whether that hand is a mulligan or not. Like, it's pretty sketchy, I'll be honest, like, to mulligan to 4, but I mean, if you don't think you're casting anything, you only have a 1-mana 1/1, right? That's all it does. And if you have 3 other guys, it turns into something. I think, I don't remember. The 4 he was looking for was 2 lands, Healer's Hawk, and a Johnny's Pride Mate.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the reasons to do mulligan, is because he has such a good payoff at Johnny's Pride Mate. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find it, but maybe we can get that one pulled up for next week and have that be our discussion for next week.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure every week I'm going to try and find some kind of debatable hand that was like could go either way. So that was his 4. So our streamrunner's bringing up, we saw the 4. Do you remember seeing the last card? Ooh, I got a Burst Lightning. A game of Magic should never have to go. I mean, ooh, Expedition map? Man.
That's some money.
Step Links? Also matters that opponent kept 7. Yeah, I mean, it definitely can. Like, when you're on a mull to 4 or whatever,
yeah, so it was Sky Marcher Aspirant, Baffling End, Conclave Tribunal, and Pride of the Conquerors.
Okay, so the Pride is pretty much dead, so it's already a 4-card hand. I think you mulligan that.
Yeah.
You're already on a 4-card hand.
And there's definitely better.
There's better 4s that you can see in the world.
Well, unfortunately, there's no value in the pack for me. Kind of disappointing that we haven't really hit much money in how expensive these packs have been. My most expensive card is a Spreading Seas, which is nice little, like, $4 or so. My rare is pretty cool. Pretty good with ally travel. It's Kabira of Angel. 3 mana, 2/3. Whenever it or another ally enters a battlefield under your control, choose a color. Allies you control gain protection from the chosen color until end of turn. So pretty good at pushing in damage if your opponent only has 1 color of blockers, but Doesn't do a whole lot else.
Well, I got one rare that costs triple white, and it's a 2/2, and it unfortunately does not pump my team. But it has protection from black and enters the battlefield exile target black permanent.
Yeah.
Devout Lightcaster, so that's pretty alright.
It sounds like you got another rare.
I did. I got a Swamp, and I got a
Ooh.
Foil Beastmaster's Ascension.
That's really cool. That card's like insane too.
Yep.
That was really good.
Good
Yeah,
thing
no,
most of
pretty.
my cards are green.
Yeah.
Good cards are green already.
Hot take. I feel like I'm gonna lose.
I don't know, man. I could see myself getting blown out
So,
by this Modern Masters pack.
I'm gonna be playing some Turbo Fog. I
Ah,
opened up
Jesus.
Fog, and I also opened up Tangle Snap, or Tangle Sap, which is 2 mana for prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn by creatures without trample. Card actually seems pretty good if you have a lot of big trample guys.
Green Weaver Druid? Can I borrow that?
No.
Oh, rough.
All right. Well, should we go and do the Modern Masters pack next, or should we do our surprise pack?
I don't know. Do we save the Modern Masters till last, or foil's $10? Sweet. Hey, I made a little bit of money.
All right. Well, I think we should do the Modern Masters last, since those are the most expensive,
All right.
and we can show you what our surprise packs are. I chose Scourge, since that is a pack that I've never opened before, and I wanted to take the chance of opening Dragonstorm in both Scourge and Modern Masters in the same challenge, because I think that'd be sweet.
Yep. For my fun pack, I chose 9th edition because I wanted to play with some white border cards.
I would have
As
chosen
you can tell,
Unstable, but you guys would.
I really like the white borders, so I'm excited for what could be in here.
Oh boy.
I got a tree monkey. I'm gonna kill you with a monkey.
We've got some Goblin War Strikes for me. It deals damage equal number of goblins I control. So I don't know many of these cards.
Zodiac monkey.
Well, we've
Not
got
tree
a
monkey.
we've got an 8 mana 7/4 trample. Goes pretty good with that Tangle Sap I have.
No, that's yours. Where's mine? Where's black?
Got one of the black storm spells, Reaping the Graves.
Ooh, I got a 9th edition Mana Leak.
Nice.
I've never seen this naturalized art in my life.
Me neither.
It's I think a fish or Pac-Man. I'm gonna go with Pac-Man turning into a tree. Can you can you pull up the 9th edition naturalized art? Dark Banishing?
Well,
That's
I'm
actually
not
pretty
sure
solid.
how good my rare is, but it's definitely cool. It's Trap Digger, if you want to pull that up. It's a 4 mana 1/3 that you can pay 3 mana to put a trap counter on one of your lands. Then you sacrifice a land with a trap counter on it to do 3 damage to target an attacking creature without flying. So it seems very slow, but it can turn your lands into removal spells, which is cool.
Well, that's interesting.
Could be.
Is that white?
Yeah,
So you're telling me you'd be playing with planes?
potentially.
I'm just saying it might be a downfall of yours if I get to flash flyer your board.
All right, we're off the white plan, guys. We're off the white plan.
Rod of Ruin? That's a pretty good one. Ooh, Blanchwood armor? I don't think you could win, no.
No.
Alright, another white rare. Ah, jeez. I don't know what I'm going to have to do. I get to play this flash flyer and my white rares together.
All right, guys, we've got a combination here. So we have this 8 mana 7/4 trample that I showed you guys earlier. And then I got Accelerated Mutation. It's 5 mana to give a creature +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the highest converted mana cost among creatures you control, or permanents you control.
That's 8.
So, yeah, I'm going to make this guy 15 power and kill him. That's
I'm going to have a 2/2 with First Strike and protection from black and red.